After months of bitter, intense battles, Armageddon seemed to put a bookmark in the chapter of Triple H and Shawn Michaels. But there was certainly no rest for the weary. Just as the Game and HBK were at their most vulnerable, other superstars were making their play to capitalize.
HBK really does stand for Has Been Kid.
Chris Jericho set his sights on ending the career of his childhood hero, Shawn Michaels. Meanwhile, Booker T challenged Triple H for the coveted World Heavyweight Championship.
Triple H may be looking at the next heavyweight champion of the world.
Both rivalries would culminate in two epic encounters at WrestleMania 19.
Michaels with a roll-up. Yes! Pedigree! To the pedigree! And it's over.
But it wasn't until the night after WrestleMania that the Game and HBK would cross paths again, granting a voice of reason to emerge from the shadows.
You guys are my friends! We gotta get this together!
You gotta know something, man. It ain't never gonna be over between me and Shawn Michaels. You've gotta make a choice. It's either him or me.
Triple H, defiant in his ways, refused to see the light, and tensions would again flare.
Thank goodness for Nash and Jericho. They stopped Shawn Michaels at the very, very last second. There's Kevin Nash. Triple H is trying to explain to Nash that Shawn Michaels kicked Triple H. What? What the hell is that about? There's got to be a method to the madness of the game.
In the backlash of the destruction, Triple H and Shawn Michaels would be joined by four top contenders in a 3-on-3 six-man tag team matchup.
What a night it's going to be Sunday at Backlash.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, Chris Jericho.
So many personal issues here tonight, especially with this man, Chris Jericho.
Well, let me tell you, Cole, it takes a king to know a king. And Chris Jericho is now called the king of the world. And that's one king that wants to put a stop to the showstopper in this match tonight.
From Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 234 pounds, Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
It's Nash, one of the greatest of all time, a 16-time world champion.
Wait a minute, Cole. Only his close personal friends like me and Triple H can call him Nate. You have to call him Nature Boy Ric Flair.
From Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing 272 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H.
When you are the world heavyweight champion, you're the very best. This man has made a career of proving people wrong. And Triple H said it earlier. He's going after Kevin Nash here tonight. Make no bones about it.
Oh, and what a confrontation that could prove to be. But I don't know. Even if I were Triple H, I might not be too anxious to go after the likes of Kevin Nash.
In Introducing from Houston, Texas, weighing 256 pounds, Booker T.
Well, Booker T came within an eyelash of coming to backlash as the World Heavyweight Champion. Nearly defeated the game last Monday night on Raw. What kind of a mood is Booker T in here tonight?
Well, you talked about an eyelash. All you got to do is look at Booker T's eyes. That'll tell you what kind of mood he's in.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing 225 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Micheals.
Shawn Michaels, quite possibly the best shape of his career, the showstopper.
Well, you call him the showstopper. Some people call him the spotlight stealer. And right now, he's in the spotlight, that's for sure.
From Detroit, Michigan, weighing 305 pounds, Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash has not been in the ring in a match in a long time. But tonight, Kevin Nash looks focused, looks ready, and he's got his eyes dead set on his former best friend, but now nemesis, Triple H.
Well, you're right about that, Cole. Kevin Nash looks as good as he's ever looked.
King, when you talk about all six of these men, all of them have at one point in their career been at the very top.
Oh, without a doubt. And probably the longest man at the top is Nate. Ric Flair, World Heavyweight Champion for years and years and years. And Triple H, World Heavyweight Champion now. He's been at the top of his game for years, too. But you're right about another thing, Cole. Every one of these guys is a true superstar in every sense of the word.
All six of these men used to being in the spotlight, used to be in the middle of it all. King, with six men in and around the ring at all times, trouble could come from any direction. Needless to say, the referee has a lot on his hands tonight.
Wow, that's putting it mildly, Cole. This would have been a good match to have two or even three referees. What a neck breaker. Wow, Jericho is so slippery. Reversal. I bet they could hear that one up in the rafters. Did you hear how his leg connected? Great reversal. Chris Jericho doing a great job of turning that around. Boy, he was able to reverse and get out of that. He's putting those educated feet to good use. Oh, out of nowhere. The king of the world right there. And we know what Chris Jericho's goal is here tonight.
Yes, Chris Jericho talked about it before the match. He said he wants to take out Shawn Michaels. Is that a smart strategy to use in a match like this, though?
Well, Chris Jericho could go after Shawn Michaels whenever he gets the chance, but he's got to make sure he stays in sync with his teammates. He's got to remember that this is a team match. Well, there's the showboat, Shawn Michaels. The one thing you know he's going to try to do in this match is steal the spotlight from the entire team. I mean, he needs all the attention to himself.
Oh, look at Shawn Michaels in that ring, King. When you see some of the moves he has, you have to say that he is in unbelievable shape.
Okay, I'll give you that. But he still needs to remember that he's part of a team here tonight. It's not all about himself. Oh, we know there are personal issues between just about every competitor in this match. But maybe the most interesting history is between Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho. Can you imagine that Shawn Michaels used to be Chris Jericho's role model, Cole? Chris Jericho looked up to Shawn Michaels.
And wouldn't it be nice if somehow Chris Jericho could again find the respect that he once had for Shawn Michaels? But I don't know. Those days may be long, long gone.
Well, you see, when you have a hero and then you become greater and better than your hero, it's hard to have respect for him anymore.
I don't know if Shawn Michaels would agree with that assessment.
Let me tell you, it would be so big for Ric Flair if he could be the man to win this match tonight, especially if he did it using that patented figure four of his.
For Ric Flair, that would be poetic justice, King, and it's something we've seen so many times. An Nature Boy coming in and methodically working the legs of his opponent.
Well, Nature's one of the greatest teammates of all time, no question about it. They don't come any more dependable than Nature. Oh, wait, nice reversal.
A quick reversal by Ric Flair. We have to focus a little bit on Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, and Triple H. Their relationship, how close these three men used to be.
Well, everybody knows about them. I mean, about that history. Those three men were like brothers, Cole.
Well, maybe at one point, Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H were like brothers, King, like you said. But that was a long time ago. And tonight, Kevin Nash and HBK are on the opposite side of the ring from the game, staring him down along with Ric Flair and Chris Jericho.
Well, you're right, Cole. It was a long time ago. But in everybody's mind, that memory is fresh. Kevin Nash thought that when he came back to the... Man, there's no getting up from that. Big Daddy Cool. Let's see what he's got. As you said before the match, he hadn't been in the ring competing in a long, long time.
Well, that's true, but Kevin Nash still looks to be in fine condition, King.
Certainly one thing we know hasn't changed is that Big Daddy Cool still has that strength.
The referee getting involved there. King, we've talked about being a team and not competing as individuals, but with so many egos in this match and so many guys wanting to go after one other guy, is that even possible?
Who knows? I mean, Cole, you have to look at these six individuals and tell me, who do you think has the biggest ego?
To answer your question, it's hard to say who has the biggest ego among these six superstars, but if I had to pick, I'd pick Triple H, the Game. He's the best there is, and he will be the first one to tell you that.
Wait a minute, Triple H? Really? Come on, it has to be Shawn Michaels. I mean, his ego applied for statehood one time. Oh, what about Kevin Nash? His ego has its own zip code.
Ric Flair is not someone to sleep on.
Kevin Nash reversing it. Incredible.
If it's true that some of the superstars in this match are more suited to compete individually than as part of a team, that is definitely not the case with Ric Flair. He's been part of some of the best tag teams ever.
Oh, yeah. Nate could teach a class in tag team technique if he wanted to, Cole, but he prefers to do his teaching in the ring.
Well, Ric Flair is getting taught a little bit of a lesson himself at the moment, King.
One thing to make sure of is don't ever turn your back on any of these guys. Don't ever get caught napping.
Yeah, some incredibly intelligent, opportunistic superstars in the ring tonight. Triple H is so smart. So is Ric Flair. So is Y2J. All of them really some mind power up there.
Oh, man!
And he finally gets out of the ring.
Oh, Cole, look at that. Now that's how you hurt an opponent.
His partner's being punished and he's seen it up.
I don't know what's going to happen here. Booker T has got to be fired up. He's had issues with all three of these men at one time or another. Nate, Chris Jericho, and Triple H.
Well, especially Triple H. Booker T has big-time recent issues with the game after nearly becoming the World Heavyweight Champion less than a week ago.
And if you talk about Booker T and Triple H, their backgrounds couldn't be more opposite. I mean, the lives they've come from to get to where they are today are poles apart. Booker T from the mean streets and Triple H from a place of privilege.
Booker T, so athletic. We all know about his past, but the fact is that he is here now, and Booker T is obviously one of the elite superstars in WWE.
Yeah, but the problem I have with him is that Booker T is a known lawbreaker. I mean, he has no respect for the rules whatsoever.
Well, sounds to me like he's the best kind of teammate you could have. And he's forced back in the ring. King, I've got to ask you, even though Kevin Nash and HBK are competing as teammates tonight, we heard Triple H tell Kevin Nash a couple of weeks ago that HBK eventually would turn on him. Do you think that could happen here tonight?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you never know. You never know what guys like HBK and Kevin Nash are thinking. Sure, they're friends now, but friends in their book means they'll stab you in the front instead of stab you in the back.
Wow, what a move from Triple H. That's how you sweep an opponent under the carpet.
Oh, he kicked out! Unbelievable!
Nicely avoided that. He's seen it up. Here he comes.
Oh!
Booker T with a slick reversal.
Triple H coming into this match as the World Heavyweight Champion and probably the most feared man in the WWE right now.
That World Heavyweight Championship is a title he game won a little over 2 months ago at No Way Out, and has staunchly defended ever since.
And Triple H has been competing with the confidence of a champion. He doesn't believe there's anybody that can touch him right now.
Shawn Michaels has always loved the spotlight. He's never shied away from the spotlight.
Pedigree from out of nowhere. Oh, that was amazing. You look at Kevin Nash, and that's... He got it.
No, kick out at 2.
So important that every member of both teams is on the same page right now. I mean, you have to into the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, man, I thought he had him.
Triple H making a move. And he dodges that one.
Ooh. Look at him out there, reaching for the tag. He can't wait to get back in the mix. You saw that one coming. Playing mind games. Yeah, a little intimidation there.
Kevin Nash reversing it. Incredible!
Wow, I don't know if this arena can take another impact like that. Booker T with a slick reversal. He was one step ahead on that one. Booker T is finding himself in a painful spot here. Speaking of Booker T, you know that spinneroonie move of his, Cole?
Yeah.
Did he invent that?
I believe he did, King. And even if Booker T didn't invent the spinneroonie, he certainly perfected it.
Well, I heard that Booker T's grandfather invented the limbo dance. He was trying to sneak into a paid toilet. Hey, he's going to Triple H. What a maneuver. What a fool. I mean, what kind of buffoon falls out of the ring? You have to be joking. The ropes were pulled down.
Really? I didn't see that.
Avoids the impact there. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? Oh my, look at this. Good grief. His shoulders are down. 1, 2, 3. Triple H, he's always thinking, he's always got an equalizer. I mean, he's always got backup.
Triple H again proving why he's the cerebral assassin king. Why he's the World Heavyweight Champion, doing whatever it takes to stay on top, doing whatever it takes to remain the very best. And if Kevin Nash wasn't angry before, he's angry now.
If you want to see what happened in the last episode of this, click the first link. If you want to see more wrestling videos, check out the WWE 2K15 playlist. If you want to see more videos from me, click the subscribe button.